You're not tired. You're just carrying too many thoughts that were never meant to stay this long. And tonight, one of those thoughts is about to change everything. In a city that never truly sleeps, where lights stay awake longer than people and noise never really fades, there lived a young man named Ayan. From the outside, he looked completely normal. He smiled when people looked at him, spoke when someone talked to him, and walked through the streets like he had a purpose, but inside his mind never stopped, not for a single second. Every night when the world slowed down, his thoughts became louder, faster, heavier, coming one after another, without permission or pause. What if I fail? What if something goes wrong? Why did I say that? What will happen tomorrow? And no matter how hard he tried, he could not stop them. One night he sat on the edge of his bed staring into the darkness while the clock kept ticking. But inside his mind, time was stuck, repeating memories and fears again and again, until he whispered in silence, "Why can't my mind just be quiet?" and got no answer except the noise within. The next morning he walked through the city as usual, but something felt different inside him. As if his thoughts were no longer just thoughts, but a heavy burden. And as he saw people laughing, talking, and living freely, he wondered how they were so calm when his own mind never stopped. That day, while walking through a narrow street, he noticed an old man sitting quietly near a tea stall. Nothing special about him, except his eyes, which were still and peaceful, as if they were not searching for anything. The old man looked at him and calmly said, "Your mind is loud," and Ayan froze, asking how he knew that. To which the man replied, "Because your eyes are tired, not your body." Then he handed him a cup of tea and said, "Walk through the busiest market with this, but don't spill a single drop, and if you do, come back and tell me what distracted you." Confused but serious, Ayan took the cup filled to the edge and stepped into the crowded market, focusing only on it. As people bumped into him, noises surrounded him, and chaos moved around him. But for the first time, his attention stayed on one thing. And in that single focus, something strange happened. The noise outside remained, but the noise inside began to disappear. And his mind, for the first time in years, became quiet. "You're just having a good moment. It won't last." Ayan heard it clearly. Before, this thought would have pulled him down instantly. He would have believed it, felt it, become it. But this time, he didn't move. He let the thought stay. He didn't argue. He didn't agree. He just watched. Seconds passed. Then slowly, the thought faded, like a wave that rises and falls on its own. And in that moment, something inside him smiled. Not loudly, not proudly, just quietly. Because, for the first time, he didn't lose himself in his own mind. That night didn't change his entire life, but it proved something important. He was not weak. He was learning. Days turned into weeks. Some mornings were still heavy. Some nights still felt endless. There were moments when old patterns came back, when overthinking returned, when fear knocked harder than usual, and sometimes he still got pulled in. But now, he didn't stay there as long. He would pause, take a breath, and remind himself, "Just because I think it doesn't mean it's true." That sentence became his anchor. Slowly, he started coming back to himself. He began enjoying small things again. The calm of early mornings, the softness of silence, the feeling of just sitting, without running from his thoughts. He didn't need everything to be perfect anymore. He just needed space, inside his own mind. And one day, while walking alone, he realized something he never thought he would feel. He felt okay. Not extremely happy, not completely healed, but stable, present, free, in a way he had never experienced before. The thoughts were still there, but they no longer controlled him. The fear still existed, but it no longer defined him. And the silence he once searched for was no longer outside. It was within him. Ayan finally understood. Peace is not the absence of thoughts. It's the ability to not be controlled by them. And sometimes, the strongest people are not the ones who win every battle, but the ones who learn how to sit calmly in the middle of the storm and let it pass.